Hey guys, got Jeff and Archie here. We are going to look to see if we can't find a couple morels. It's only April 22nd, so I think it's a tad early, but this is one of my early spots that I wanted to check to see if anything was up yet. I'm not thinking there will be. If they are, they're going to be really small. But I wanted to just take a peek through here and see what we got for sign thus far. This would be the earliest ever that I've found them. But we had a few days of warm up and some rain, humidity, moisture. It cooled back down. But if you look here, you'll see rocks. And where these rocks are, kind of heat up a little sooner than just regular sandy soil. So I just thought I'd come up here and take a peek along this little wash around these rocks and see if I can't find one. If I find one, that's enough for me to know that they're starting to pop. Archie, find the mushrooms. You were good at it last year. But it's definitely a little on the early side, but I'll check around these rocks up through here and along the deer trails. Seem to, disturb the soil a little bit. But I don't think, honestly, in this area, I'll find them until probably that first week of May. But you never know. Get a little bit of a bare spot here around these rocks and might be able to find something. Now it's really sunny today, and I really don't like looking for morels when it's sunny. The sun just, I don't know, it's just like shed hunting. You don't have that contrast. But we're gonna peek around, see if we can't find one. Now I know I showed my nephew this spot a few years back, and now he's a morel mushroom connoisseur, I guess, or so he thinks, because he can go to a spot he knows they grow and pick them. But I'm sure if there's any that are up, he's probably been here like 15 times already. Well, he's been checking it for a month. I know he has. But them novice morel hunters will do that and use up a lot of energy early on. But see, I'm a little smarter than that. I got 25 years doing this, so I don't go out till I think it's time. And I probably shouldn't be out today, except for, like I said, that little bit of heat we got and the rain. And it's nice today. I mean, it's 65 degrees today. So they should be popping here any moment. And right here is where I like to find them, like right in this stuff where these rocks are, because these rocks will heat up and they'll hold the heat in the ground throughout the night a lot better than, you know, just a regular bank or the sandy soil. And from what I'm seeing so far, all my indicators are telling me that this spot is definitely a bit early here. I'm gonna go up this little wash here, this little creek, because these are spots that I normally focus on. You come here the right time of year and these washes will just be full. Not full, but you know what I mean. You won't have a hard time finding them, and you'll pick a bunch of them. Oh, look at that, guys. So we found a really sunny spot. And I'm just going to pick these so I've got a couple. Let me get my new knife out. I found this while I was shed hunting. Get this little guy right here. Archie, get back. Get back. Right there, guys. Archie, stop. We got 2 little fresh morels. Now, this is the first time that I've hunted this year. And to go out for the first time and to be successful on your very first adventure, yeah, I gotta say, I thought today would be the day. A buddy of mine wanted me to go this weekend, and I'm like, nah, it's too early, bud, too early. But these are fresh. These are really, really young. In another week, these would be pretty big. Archie, what are you eating? Did you find some more deer poop? Yeah, Poppies, I like deer poop. It's really good for you. All right, so I'm sure there's a couple more here. I'm probably not going to get enough for dinner. But, ouch. We're going to peek around here a little bit more. Oh, my buddy Charlie's going to be pretty stoked when I send him some pictures of these. My buddies like it when I let them know it's morel season, because they obviously are trying to learn the trade, and it can be somewhat daunting at times. And if you don't know what and when and how to look, then you'll waste a lot of hours looking around. But I am happy as happy can be, because I come in here and I find me some morels. Whoop whoop. Jeffrey Dean does it again. Now I'm sure there's a few more right here. They were right off this deer trail here. Looks like a bed there. I'm looking up there. Yeah, there's another one right there. Just a little guy. You can see right there. Archie, move. Right there, guys. Archie, you're gonna step on it. Poppies, I would never step on a mushroom. Here, smell these mushrooms. Smell these mushrooms. No, you can't eat them. Find them. Find the mushrooms. Smell them. Smell them. Smell them. Archie, find the mushrooms. Find the mushrooms. Find the mushrooms. Yeah, that's just a little guy, but we'll leave that one. But I would imagine there's probably a couple bigger ones, but this little spot right here is like a microclimate, and the sun is high in the sky right now, and it just heats that area up really, really good. So these are early morels. In fact, this is the 22nd of April. This is by far, by a week, well, almost a week. Last year I found them on the 25th, which was the earliest I'd ever found them in a year. And this week, or this year, April 22nd, 2 morels. So, now that we know they're up, I think we can get the heck out of here. And we'll come back in here. Well, maybe not here. I'll probably leave these for my nephew. But we'll come back another time. And I'm sure we'll come back in here and pick a few more that I'm sure my nephew misses. He gets so darn excited, he just 100 mile an hour. Oh, the ticks are gonna be everywhere. Archie, find the mushrooms. Find the mushrooms, Archie. Archie, find the mushrooms. Do you see any mushrooms? Again, this is like a little microclimate here up underneath this brush. So I wouldn't suspect I'd find a bunch of them in here right now. But later in the season, this is where I would check. Just because it's going to be a little bit cooler back in here in the shade. So, ouch. I'm not seeing nothing. But yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Archie. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this right here. We're just gonna get enough for dinner. Archie, stop. It's really weird because these are all growing underneath this pine tree along this brush. There's another one right there. Little guy. Looks like it already got broken off. So I'm gonna grab it. Right underneath this pine tree. It just doesn't make any sense. Another one over there. There's a bunch of them in here, actually. Let me go back here. Oh, look at this one, guys. Look at this one, guys. That's a pretty good one. Why'd you stop? Yes, sir. All right. We're in them now, guys. Got ourselves a little mess here. There's a few more there that I've not touched. This, like I said, this one was broken off. I bet you my nephew, when he was up in here scouring. Archie, got it. No, that's deer poop. You don't need the deer poop. Go, go, go. I'm not seeing any more, but I'm sure they're here. I'm sure there's some more here. Now this bigger one, this one was right out in the sunshine pretty good, so I always find them next to that pine tree over there, and I really don't understand why. It's not a normal host tree that I I would focus on. But just from past experience, I've found them there a couple times. And these little drainages up through there is a nice one up there. Let's go around. No, I guess not. This little deer bed there. I'm sure there's more in here, but we're going to go around the back of this and just kind of get a peek of what that morel looks like. I'm pretty sure it was a morel. But I really couldn't get in there from the other side. Oh, where was he at? No, he's just a little guy. But he's back there by that green leaf sticking up. But he's only that tall. So we'll leave him to get bigger. Or for my nephew, who I know is going to come in here and pick all my mushrooms. Word to the wise, folks. If you don't want anybody picking your mushrooms, only take your dog. Isn't that right, Archie? That's right, Poppies. I'll find them. Very interesting. You find a mushroom? Did you find one, Bubbles? Find the mushrooms. Out here in the sun, I would imagine there'd be a few more. Back in here, maybe. There's one. These are young, but we're gonna grab it. Where'd you get? That guy. Gonna make us a little dinner tonight with him. I should go catch some trout, but I didn't bring my fishing pole. Anything back in there? Not seeing nothing. Yeah, sorry guys if I'm not spanning the area. Trying to keep the camera down to not give away this particular spot. But I probably already have, but oh, excuse me. Come on, Archie. A little scrape. So I already went through that. So we're just going to go back to this creek around this pine tree. And cut back and then head to the truck. Because these mushrooms are... they're morels, but they're definitely not ready. I thought we'd just get a couple for giggles. Maybe I can go show off to a buddy of mine that has been out a bunch. Just to see the expression on his face. He might have found some by now. Maybe. I learned him this trade last year. Took him and held his hand because he'd been struggling trying to find them. And so I put him on mushrooms. And he been doing good ever since. Once he really understood what needed to happen and how to find them. Now, this is a perfect spot for a morel. Got this big rock here. I guarantee you come back here and there'll be morels here. Come back here in 7 to 10 days. This would just be littered in here. Well, would be if I didn't show my nephew. But let's get up on out of here. We got a couple. Archie, find any mushrooms? No, Pop, I didn't find nothing. Well, you better look around, Archie. Better look around. You might find one. Another key thing to always do is, even if you walk through one place and you're like, no, there's no mushrooms up, walk back through that at a different direction, and you'd be amazed at how many times I've done that and picked up 1 or 2 more morels because they were obstructed from leaves or something, a branch. Didn't see them. Here's another one, guys, right along this deer trail. Disturbs the soil. Interesting. And I'm sure there's 10 more right here that are just covered up with leaf debris. And so they're really hard to see. Plus, again, it's super sunny today, so that makes them even more difficult to find. But I really like these low levels where the water channels down through, disturbs the soil, the runoff from trees up the creek. It's just, in my experience, always been a pretty darn good spot to look. Archie, are you tired? Has you had enough, Bubbies? Poppies, I'm done hunting for morel mushrooms. Let's go find big bucks. Well, let's get out of here, Bubbies. Don't step on any on your way out. Let them get bigger. I thought I just saw something right here. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty banner year, guys. I'm thinking. But we won't know for another week. What we need is to keep this heat progression to a minimum, and we need to get some more rain. A little more rain. A little more rain would be really good. Really surprised I didn't find anything right there. But we're getting out of here. Alright, guys. So, quick recap. April 22nd, Pennsylvania. Tioga County. And this is what we're coming home with, guys. Morels. Fresh morels. That one's a pretty decent one. Like, he's been up for a little while. But Archie's happy. So, here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash that subscribe button. A lot more content's coming.